Hello guys, thank you for joining us. We are members of Woodland Games. My name is Dominika and I am community manager. With me are also Krzysztof, the programmer.
Hello.
And Rafał, Hell Architect game designer.
Hello.
We are here because we want to show you gameplay from Hell Architect demo and answer of all your questions. Sorry if we will say something stupid, but we are nervous. It's our first time in front of camera. We know that you are waiting for full version of the game and we do everything to finish it till the end of this year. Because of COVID, we have to work harder, but it's just, hellish year and I think everyone have a problem, not only us. Before we start our show, I'd like to say that we recorded gameplay yesterday. We did it because we're streaming from our homes. Like I said, because of pandemic, we want to stay safe and protect our families. And what is the most important, we want to finish Hell Architect without any problems and new surprises. So if some of us will disappear or we will have voice problems, please forgive us. Home office is not the best option in all aspects. Last thing, but for sure not least, we do this game for you, so your feedback is the most important for us. So we give you this demo because of your feedback we will be able to finish this game. We want to know what should we add or change before we launch full version. Microphone goes to Rafał. If you have any questions about gameplay, we try answer during our show. If not, we do our best to do it after gameplay video. If you have other questions about our studio, our work, we answer after Rafał will end this video gameplay. So now it's time for Rafał.
Okay, so hello everyone, thank you Dominika for such a nice introduce. And I think I have nothing more to say about the start of the stream. So let me change the scene in the stream and then we can start with the gameplay. So let's do this right now. To be honest, this is what you have been waiting for. Here is the main screen of the game. The gate, standard object with which delivers new sinners, 3 sinners on start, and that's all. You have nothing more. You have to change the hell into something interesting, and as you can see, we have 3 sinners which names are Eve, Adam and Abel. On the start, each of them has a modifier which we called superstar. During this modifier, their needs doesn't decrease. They have 4 needs: hunger, drink, fatigue, and bladder. Generally, when they are on the red field, they have to meet their needs, and you have to give them special buildings to do this. I think everybody are wondering what's the main goal. So to be honest, it's a sandbox. You can construct hell that you want. But we also have different scenarios with many objectives to complete, and in the tutorial some surprises awaits you. So I hope you all won't be disappointed. And as you can see, each of needs has own value and the name of each state. For the start, we want to collect some resources, and as you can see, the sinners are doing their job automatically. We have some special algorithms for that, and I think Krzysiek could say more about this.
For the most processes, it's pretty automated. We just assign the task that we want to be done, and the sinners are assigned automatically to perform the task. It can be digging task, it can be construction. This is mostly used with A-star pathfinding algorithm, but I won't bore you with details. We wanted to give well, you can call it a mining simulator. It is with digging, but this is because we wanted to give player as much freedom as possible. We want you to be the hell architect, so we want you to design the hell the way you want it, the way you see it. There are many more ways to do this. Do we have any questions, Dominika?
Yes, first two questions. First about oxygen not included. Yes, we hear a few times that this game is similar to Not Included, but for sure it was one of our inspiration. But also our inspiration was Fallout Shelter and Dungeon Keeper. We have a lot of inspiration from history and pop culture. So oxygen not included is not the only thing that was that we were inspired by. And for sure, our gameplay looks different, and Rafał can say a little more about it.
Of course, there are some solutions that cannot be avoided. You can't rewind the wheel. We have a lot of our own features which you can check in the demo, which you can check in the full version when it will be released. Of course, our assumption is to make a game between the Fallout Shelter, which is very simple, and actually Oxygen Not Included, which is very, very complicated. So I think we are going to get the golden way to do this.
As you can see, we can dig both horizontally and also vertically. But this sinner that is right now digging down cannot get back up. We will have to build something to help him. Also notice that two sinners on the left cannot go to any task. They don't have a route accessible. So that's why we can build those accessories like ladders. There are also platforms that can help you move horizontally. Ladders are for vertical movement. This is another way of giving you freedom to do and construct whatever you want.
Okay, do we have new questions?
Yes, it's a question from our Discord channel. Can we kill sinners? It's this strange thing, but because we are in hell already and there are dead people, so it will be hard to kill dead people. But in some kind of way, yes, you can kill the sinner. If you make them too much torture and you will not fulfill them, then for sure they can go to limbo or heaven. But you will not find this in demo version, but in full version of the game.
Okay, thank you, Dominika. As you can see, we have built Iron Maiden, which is our first torture device. We were trying to build the second one, but we actually didn't have enough metal to do this, so we have to dig some new resources. And next we are going to change the hell. How does it look? And we are going to continue our improvements. Okay, I have to drink because it's very hot here.
Yes, of course. Do you have any questions, Dominika?
Yes, how many torture machines will be in game? At the moment, we have in full game 10 torture machine, but in full game we think about much more. It depends also from your ideas, because you can give us some feedback, suggestion on our Discord channel and here on Steam. So if you have any idea for torture machine, no problem, you can send it to us. For sure, we will add new torture machine also in DLC, which will be some of them free, some payment, and we will make them sometimes from special events like Halloween or Christmas, Valentine's Day. So it's not only this full game from which we will put you in till the end of this year. Will not be end of Halarhit.
Yes, Dominika, but you said 10 tortures, but we are also planning on giving tortures upgrades. So having 10 base tortures and being able to upgrade them gives a lot more of variety and a lot more combinations that we can do with our help, with the development of what we are doing. But there may be more. Yes. If you have any ideas, you can write them on to us on our Discord channel.
Of course, please don't forget that the demo is currently available on Steam. So you can download it, play the game, and leave feedback for us after the stream. We are going to reply on your all questions and ideas. Also, you could see that before we have mentioned about suffering because it's the main currency of in the game. It's producing by the tortures. Each torture produces it in the different amount. To produce suffering, you need to assign the sinner to the device. You can do it on different ways, but the easiest one is just to click on the plus in the torture card.
Okay, so we can just drag and drop the sinner right into the device.
Do we have any questions?
Here's also one. Yes, there's one question about sinner's customization. They will not have other sizes, but about skin color, HAL is for everyone from the world. So yes, in full version of the game will be sinners with different skin color. You can change name of this sinner, so there will be a little customization, but for sure it not be a big one. But maybe if you give us some feedback, suggestion, maybe we'll think about more customization in full game.
Okay, now we probably hear that the music in the game has little changed because we wanted to make our tortures more important and the sounds are interactive with the torture devices. Also, all devices, torture and the other ones are based on the cycles. So on the end of each cycle, each building produces some new content, and you could see that it was two suffering in this case. Also, please look that if you want to see how your sinner feels inside any building, you could click on the portrait and the character's card will open next to the building's card. Also, there is something like fortitude, which is something like levels of the sinners, because the longer sinner is in the torture, he needs to more attention from us. When he advances to the other level, you need to upgrade the torture to keep the generated suffering on the same value. And we are going to, but of course upgrade is not available right now. You can see that the upgrade button is grayed out because you will be able to discover research in our research action in the game in full version.
Yes, with the levels of the sims with the fortitude, the higher the level of the sinner, the bigger and better machine we will need to use on them. This is one way of matching. A higher level sinner will have to be matched with a higher level torture machine to be effective. And the other thing are the traits. Every sinner has his traits, like what was his reason of death or what was his biggest fear when he was alive. And we can match this with the torture machine. This can be, for example, hot, cold, closed spaces, fire, and so on. So matching both the traits of the sinner with a machine and matching his fortitude, his level, with the upgrade of the machine will allow you to get the most out of every sinner, which is the goal of the game, to get as much suffering as possible. Do we have any questions, Dominika?
Yes. How many sims can we have? We start with 3 sims, like you saw on the beginning of this gameplay. Finally, at the moment, we thought about 30 sims, but maybe we will make these numbers more, maybe 50 or 60. But it's we'll think about this later when we will be optimization our game.
Yeah, currently we are during performance test, and I think next weeks should tell us more about about how much we can add sinners to the game.
Yeah, and you can notice that we are building more and more torches in the game. For now, the torches are just a plain decoration. In the full game, we want them to give some kind of bonuses, but not just bonuses. This may be that the light the torches are giving are encouraging sinners to work faster, but also some of them may be afraid of fire, so it may not always work just that simple. There might be some twist with this mechanic we are planning. Yeah. Now we are constructing a paper box. Yes, Rafał, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say we are currently constructing paper box. It's the first building which needs suffering to build, because Iron Maiden doesn't need this. You have to produce the suffering at first in some way, so I think it's natural.
Yes, but what the paper box is doing, maybe tell this first.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, do we have any questions?
Yes, one more. It was question about super legend. Yes, there will be a legend in full game, like Hitler or Stalin. We thought only about dead people at the moment. So yes, there will be some this kind of people for which for whole world are evil.
Okay, currently we've built the second Iron Maiden because we wanted to do this in the first minute, but we didn't have enough resources. You could see that I tried to assign the sinner by drag him into the torture, but his bladder is on the red field. So it's not possible to assign him to any available buildings, and we need to build a toilet.
Yeah, and those paper boxes we constructed are actually buildings that allow those sinners to sleep. Well, those are cheapest and simplest starter buildings, so they will not get too much of a sleep, and who can sleep well in a paper box, but upgrades will be available later in the full game. This is just a starter, as most of the buildings. Iron Maiden is also the cheapest and, one of the worst tortures.
Yes, you have seen that all of our sinners are currently needed to meet their needs with bladder. They need simple latrine to build, and don't worry, as you can see, they are communicating it very clearly. Any questions?
Yes, so where are the devils? The devils will be introduced in the full game, and when they be around, we will receive bonuses, or they will disturbing us. But for sure, there is some special effects.
Okay, not sure, but I hope you've seen that one another sinner has arrived in our hell before some minutes, and there is another one to come in 2 minutes if I saw properly. under the gate.
Yes.
Because we have a timer under the gate, so you can see when the other one is going to come, and we hope that this will be helpful to organize the work in the hell. Yes, Krzysztof?
Yes, constructing the toilet, we could have seen that first person rushed to the toilet. While the toilet is busy, no one else would come to the toilet. But it's not just a toilet, it's a production building that will provide us with resources. Yes, it's hell, so it will give us ingredients that we will have to process and later serve. Oh, you will see with a twist what will that be, but remember, we are in hell.
A little carrier that we call, we divide buildings in some categories. There are tortures, production buildings, manufacture buildings, and the toilet, which you have seen, we call production provide type of building, because it provides the needs and product new resources. Okay, I see, Dominika, that you have another question for us.
Yes, I have two questions. First, when we will have full game. As I said on beginning, it probably be in the till the end of this year, maybe November, maybe December. I can't say at the moment where exactly, but for sure we will inform you on our all channels.
We will try hard to deliver it.
Yes, and second question about Kickstarter campaign. Probably we start in October. We first want to show you demo because we want to know what's your feedback about this game, what we can change, what we can add. And after this feedback, we start our campaign. For sure, we have some nice pledges. One of them is Devil. Krzysztof, you have them with you?
Yes, I do. I even have a couple of them. Those are my little friends that help me at work. Well, this one is tall and skinny and so on. I like to keep them here. Yeah, they are lovely.
Yes. So for sure it will be one of our pledge, and second one will be your own torture machine in our full game.
Great.
Okay. Currently is happening something what about Krzysiek said before a while. We have built a machine which is called water squeezer, and it allows us to process all given excrement into dirty water.
Yes, this is hell. Well, besides, now we are producing excrements, we are processing them from excrements into dirty water squeezed out. Then we will have the final step in this pipeline of providing drinking is by serving it. Well, don't expect any luxury bar. It will be just a metal bucket. Yes, just this.
Exactly. Also in the top right corner has appeared some alert which contains yellow silhouettes of the sinners. It means that you need to assign anybody to start the job, and in the demo you could also meet with the red exclamation mark, which is also one type of alerts available in the game, and it tells you that before you even start or you think to assign any sinners, you need to collect all resources to start the manufacturing process. Do we have any new questions?
Yes, the sinner will always arrive in hell, or there is some way to stop them. Like we said on before, there will be probably 30 max sinners. They spawn in every 10 minutes, so maybe we make this number higher, but we are not sure.
Yes, but this can also change in some scenarios. Those are just ideas for now, but maybe in some scenarios where there was some kind of mass event where a lot of people died, like a plane crash maybe or something else, then it might be a different scenario coming up with this, but there's nothing sure yet. This is the standard mechanic that we have for now.
Yeah, please remember that the game is still during the development, and some things may change, but the demo contains all the core which won't change in the future. But scenarios can really change everything in the game. Also, you don't have to be afraid. We want to split it between the main campaign and between really different scenarios which would make your fun in different way.
Yeah, and also in demo that you can download right now, it's already should be available. There is also a surprise in this way, so go and check this out. We also, in scenarios, would like to put some kind of in-game events, like if you played maybe Plug Incorporated or Hearts of Iron, which I personally love, then there will usually some kind of a pop-up window that something happened. Let's say an earthquake happened, and there are some effects about this, and so on, so on. So there will be a lot of different changes in the game mechanic and what we have to do and what we can do.
Yeah, exactly. We are talking really much about resources, but we didn't mention that we are basing currently actually on 4 resources. And what about the other ones which we see on the top of the screen? So I want to tell you that blue crystal and green crystals are actually available in the demo, but you also need to discover a new technology to get possibility to dig it. So you have to be patient, and in the full release you will be able to do anything you want with the resources. Also, we are going to prepare some buildings which allows you to process coal and metal into the steel. Okay, I see there is another question.
Yes, how long will be gameplay? Main scenario of full game, of course, it's about 8 hours, but everything depends from the player. How many other scenario will be make, and how many DLC he will also add to this game. So main game it's 8 hours, but it could be more, maybe 10, maybe 12. Everything's depends on the player.
Okay, as you can see, we want to give some food for our sinners, so we need to prepare all buildings for all the process which is needed. We want to start from flesh farm, but there is needed more coal to do this, so it's natural that we are going to do this right now. Okay, another while for a drink.
Yes, so maybe a question which was on the beginning. Can we summon pets in hell? No, it's not this kind of game when we can summon pets and we can summon demons, but for sure it's some nice idea. Maybe we will think about demons in this game. But
Pets like imps or cats and dogs and what, a fish in an aquarium?
probably dogs when it's some kind of torture when you have to walk with them along and along, or cat who is mewing all the time. So it's maybe not summon, but for sure some torture machine.
Yes, in case of mechanics, we also have a couple of, well, you probably are used to those mechanics, like you can see in the top left corner, this is time forwarding and of course a pause. Those are, well, even the Sims have it, Plug Incorporated, a lot of other productions. It's a helper you can use, of course, everything will happen faster, including the needs of the sinners falling down, scaled by time.
Okay, now at the screen you can see that we have built Flesh Farm, which is a production type of building. It doesn't need sinners to work, it only needs some resources. In this case it's dirt, and when you hover on the icon of the resource you can see how much exactly does it need. So I think it would be really helpful in the management. And after the flesh farm, we have to build the Cauldron, which allows us to process the raw meat, which is only ingredient to the food. Also, you can see now that there is mentioned exclamation mark with the alert on the characters card. So we hope it would be really clear to you what's going on at the moment with your machines, with your sinners. Also, there is something like skill bonus in the buildings. It bases on the skills which all of the sinners contains. Each sinner has the same six skills, but they are really different in it. For example, Eve can have 7 pounds in cooking, but Adam can have 7 pounds in bartending. So I think you have to pay attention which sinner is assigned to the building, because you can get some profits of these actions. Okay, another question I see.
Yes, two questions. First, can I rename and customize the sinners? I said before, yes, you can change name, but I think for that moment it will be all customization. And second, thank you, Chomsky. It's your question. We know that you are here. Will there be a build planning tool? And no, it doesn't think about at the moment about building a planning tool, but maybe in full version it's a good idea, and we will add something like that.
You mean like I can design my own building? That sounds nice.
Yeah, that sounds nice, and of course, as one type of a feedback, we have to overthink it. But at the moment, we can't promise anything because it's something like a brainstorm about this before us.
You can see one just left the Iron Maiden machine, but it's we tried not to make. We wanted to make you a hell manager, not a hell micro manager that has to do everything manually. So if a sinner, if his needs fall down, if he needs to sleep, or he needs a drink, or he needs to eat something, he will leave the torture machine, go to do his business, and get back to the machine and keep on producing you those suffering.
Yeah, as a carrier, I can say that it has appeared really no long time ago, because earlier we have to assign sinners to provide their needs, but after gameplay tests, internal gameplay test, we have decided that it would be too much micromanagement in the game, so we have decided to also get it automatically. And I see another questions. You guys are amazing. Dominika?
Yes, how about demons in our demo? We will have demons in full version, but not in demos, I remember.
Yes, not yet. Demons and devils and so on. We are still working about the mechanic with the devils, like what will this devil do? He will have some kind of course of bonuses around him, but we need to think of some kind of a twist with this mechanic, just like with torches, to don't make all the things so easy.
Exactly. And I think many people are wondering which technology we are using. So I would like to say that we are using Unity 3D engine, and it also is the best place to Krzysiek to explain how it works with us.
Well, the game is, as Rafał said, made with Unity 3D using C# programming language. I believe, as I'm looking at it now, that the best part of the game is in fact the graphics. The way how it looks, this hell looks cozy, but on the other side, hellish. I wouldn't like to bore you with all the technical details. We are using pathfinding algorithm, task querying, so that each task needs to be done when we place some building or we want to dig something. It will, even if someone is not available now, it will be stored in a queue and will be done later when someone is available.
Exactly. Okay. We have assigned some of the sinners to the cauldron, so the food is now during preparing. And please look at these guys which are digging really nice. They really they're really fulfilling our will. And also, yeah. Please take a look that we are using building, we are using digging in the hell. But if some of our plans will change, we can deconstruct any of the structures to change our health during the game.
Yes, as much freedom as we wanted. Well, now we can see we have completed the food pipeline. We have, starting from the left, we have the flesh farm that is producing the flesh. We have the cauldron currently unmanned that is cooking this flesh. And we have, well, did you expect a restaurant or something? Well, it's just a fruit. They are eating like animals. It's hell. Well, you can upgrade it later, but this is the starter.
Okay, so we have finished all the basic tasks which we have to do on the start in the Hell Architect. So now it's time to improve our hell as much as possible, and we start with building another simple latrine. To be honest, I did it for Tamar, which was telling that she needs to provide with the bladder, but the other latrine it's free now, so she has gone to the other one.
Well, anyway, we'll have more resources from the toilets.
Yeah, exactly. More resource from the toilets, more dirty water, and our sinner more comfortable. Of course, it's not the Sims when we need to take care of our sinners, but if we want to do a job which we assign them, we have to provide some basics for them, because the hungry sinner won't be really helpful in our hell. Okay, another question I see.
Yes, can you equip your Sims with some clothes? No, we don't thought in first version about making clothes for the sinners, because in hell no one have clothes. But because of streamers, we thought about some sensor version. Maybe it will be some black clothes or something like this, like Adam and Eva. We don't know yet. We still think about this little sensor version.
Yes, but this we consider to be an option, like you can turn it on or you can turn it off. You can use it for streaming, so you will not have any problems on Twitch or any other streaming services.
And probably some scenarios will use some special reserved for only the one scenario outfits. Okay. We are preparing another rooms for our sinners, for our buildings, to improve our health. I have to prepare to build some ladders for Tamar, because she won't be able to escape in the other case. I think we need some new resources to collect because we are preparing to some surprise which we want to show you on the end of the stream. And I see another question. You're really amazing.
Yes, have you thought about making this game early access? No, not at this moment. We first make demo, then we want to give you a prologue and then full version. But maybe we will, but we are not sure yet. We have few months for a full game release, so something can change. But at the moment, we think about prologue.
Okay. Of course, I just want to remind that the demo is already available on the Steam, so you can download it and play and leave a comment for us if you like the demo. And also, please don't forget to add Hell Architect to your Steam wishlist if you like our job, if you like the demo.
Yes, and please give us your ideas. We really have a lot of people in the community, a lot of people giving us ideas that we are really trying to consider. So it will be a great help for the team to get always some new ideas for new maybe torture devices or maybe mechanics.
Okay, I think it's the time to tell something about some game events like X Christmas or Halloween, and I think Dominika could say more about this.
About events, yes. We will make some DLC for events like Halloween, Christmas, Valentine Days. So yes, some of them will be free, some of them will be payment. But of course, there will be no new torture machine, new some surprises for you. So yes, this game will be still bigger and bigger. So you can wait for this special DLC.
Yeah, we are also going to support the game long time after release. So I think there is no reasons to be afraid of the future of the Hell Architect after release. I think it's the moment when we have to think about some decorations because we have also chandelier and shelves accepting the basic torch, and we can make our hell to look more nice than it already is. And also please look at the left side when the ladders are not completely finished yet. But the Tamar, which was working on it, decided to meet one of her needs at first. And please don't be afraid, she or the other sinner will return soon to the end to finish this ladder in the full construction. Okay, another questions?
Another question: can hell attack heaven? No, can hell attack heaven? It's not this kind of game. Here we are some kind of corporation, so we are building our own hell. There will no big campaign like in Heroes, Might and Magic when you can fight with other fraction.
We don't predict to put any military kind of options or military construction. Now take a look at this chandelier. It will be right above the wooden latrine. It will be so romantic when this is constructed that you can sit on this wooden latrine and just watch these beautiful candles burning above you. And some shelves. Shelves also come with a candle, so they also provide some light and a little bit of decoration. Later we'll try to put some mechanic with it.
Yeah, exactly. About the latrine and the chandelier, somebody wants to make a view of the mountains or something else, we have we have a chandelier beside the simple latrine, and I think it's really what we can get in the hell. And I never thought that we even have chandeliers in hell, so I think it's also really nice from our sinners that they have something from the real life from the earth.
Well, I don't predict we will have Windows anytime, so, well, just enjoy that.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, another questions, I guess.
Yes, what will devils do when you put them in? I feel like devils should grab sinners and bring them to the tortures instead of the sinners just walking over. It's good suggestion. Like we said before, devils will help sometimes, or sometimes they will disturbing us. So, but this for sure will be full game, not in demo. But your suggestion is really good, and if you can join to our Discord channel, and it will be nice if you leave this suggestion there.
Well, it's a pretty nice idea, but remember that you are already in hell. There's pretty much no escape, so maybe just follow your orders. But I like that idea. We'll see.
Okay, now we are preparing a new room for one of our surprises. Of course, we haven't any free sinners to do this, so as you could see, I disabled the Iron Maiden. Thanks to that, if could take this task and dig some dirt which we assign to our sinners.
Yes, I see already we are placing decorations, so it will be our main pleasure chamber, or, well, main torture chamber, our main dungeon with the biggest tortures, as the devices are placed in one place.
Yeah, and we have to change the place of the one of the shelves, because someone has come to dig some new tiles of dirt, and let's check if we can do just what we wanted a few minutes ago. Look at this. Oh, I see some problem with this, right, Krzysiek?
It triggers me. It triggers my OCD. It must be right in the middle, right now. It cannot standing not equally, not symmetrically. No. It has to be fixed. Yeah. So we have the buff of kings ready in a moment. A different torture, a better one that will produce more suffering, but will also use different traits. So a person that was afraid of maybe closed spaces will fit better for the Iron Maiden, while buff of kings will have different requirements, like, well, obviously you can see that you'll be burning in this, like the literal hell where the sinners are being burned in, how do you call this in English? Well, sorry, kettle? Cauldron? Huge cauldron, yeah.
Yeah, please note that if is going to finish all needed tiles to dig, and I see Krzysiek has a really good commentary for the scene which was doing just a while ago.
Yes, I used to call them the Bob the Builder team when they are working in those yellow hard hats to fill their job, but it just looks so lovely. I really like the way they are being drawn and animated. This is, for me, this is one of my favorite parts of the game.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
We forgot about the ladder. It triggers me right now, and I'm grabbing my mouse and I want to click this, and I want to click this, and I can't, and it makes me a little bit mad.
But
we have the buff of kings. Yes, go on, Rafał.
To be honest, I have a little career. Until yesterday, I thought it was a completely Polish cartoon, but I was resolved from this mistake. And okay, go back to the events on the screen. That's how looks Bath of Kings. Of course, it's
Classic hell.
Yeah, classic hell. We have to assign the other sinners to Iron Maiden, two available Iron Maidens, and we have really a nice production of the torture. Please look that Bath of Kings is only one step higher level from Iron Maiden, but it already generates really more suffering, because it's 5 pounds of suffering per cycle, so it's really more, and I think it's just it's nice to invest that suffering to build the other type of the torture. And to be honest, that's all what we want to show you from the gameplay. We have achieved our main goal, which was to earn and build the other torture device. And I think it's the moment when we can reply to your questions about the gameplay and about other cases. So, Dominika, do we have anything new?
Yes, first question, will be game on other platforms? No, at the moment we want to finish full version for PC. Then we start thinking about Switch, or maybe also on Xbox and PlayStation 4. You asked us also where are devils. Devils are like we said in full version of the game. Now we in demo they are not available. What else? You always ask us about customization. It's like I see it's 5 or more a question about this. Like we said, yes, customization about name, yes, we will have also other races in hell, but I think it's enough for the beginning about customization. Okay, and what more? How many achievements will be? How many achievements in the full game, Rafał?
To be honest, currently we are during design process of the achievements. Demo doesn't have any achievements yet, so we will see what the next weeks will deliver to us. Please look, please look how they are producing suffering now.
Yeah, really coming fast up, pumping up those numbers.
Exactly. Okay, it's the end of the hour recorded gameplay. So you can see now the static graphic with the demo live stream. Let me enable the thanks for you after a while, but we can focus now on the other questions yet, if we have anything new.
Like I see, we answer for all questions, but if we miss something because we stream for two platforms, Steam and 2 channels on YouTube and Twitch. If you miss something, please join to our Discord. All links are below, and there for sure we answer for other questions which we missed today.
Okay, so Dominika, but Krzysiek has one yet?
I saw one on the chat. What do you have to do to win the game? From username WoW. Well, typically this was a sandbox game, so there is no like winning objective. But in scenarios, you will have certain objectives that you will have to fulfill, sometimes in a given time. So there will be many things, but there are a lot of sandboxes that don't need often objectives. Take a look at the demo. Please download it. It's right now free on Steam. And there you will have an objective, so go for it.
Okay, so one more thing about what Krzysiek said. The demo has one surprise about the goal to get to finish the game. So if you are curious about this, download the demo and check it out. Okay, probably we don't have anything more.
How many scenario will be in game? For sure we make 3 in full version first, but we will add in DLC more.
Okay,
We can.
I think after the live stream we prepare something like questions and answers, maybe, which could explain some things which you are wondering what we are going to do with some new features. But if you want to ask us about anything, it's the time that we are waiting for this, and just do it.
Okay, one more question about localization. Demo will be only in English version, but full game for sure will have language support. As I remember, it will be Russian for sure and French, isn't it?
Yeah, Russian, French, Polish, Chinese, and many more. If you want to see the full list of currently planned language into the full version, just visit our page store on the Steam to look at this. Okay, anything new?
I'm waiting for new question.
Okay, guys, we are waiting for you.
Okay, will be co-op? No, there will be no co-op version. It's not this kind of game.
Okay, go, guys, we are waiting. Please don't
Okay,
be
yes.
shy.
Yes, but if you are shy, don't worry. We're still waiting for your question on our Discord channel. So yes, if you feel better, ask us about things in game. There is no problem. We are always welcome with Discord channel.
Okay, so I think it's the best moment to finish the live stream.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us, and hope you are joining us also on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord channel, and hope you will download our demo today and give us a little feedback.
We are waiting for your feedback on our Discord, so let's go to download and leave your feedback just now. It's the best moment to do this.
Yes.
Thanks everyone for watching, and those little fellas, thanks you too.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.